Welcome to Wrestlevision. Today we are doing the episode 6 after the Raw. So WWE are doing the Raw and SmackDown on Europe, which is easy for us to record the podcast after the show. So because start at 7 p.m. here, not at 1 a.m. So it's more easy to us to record these things. But last week, because we have house show in WWE here in Portugal, we didn't record anything about the shows that we have in last week. Don't judge us. We have a lot of things to do last week, so it's hard for us to record something, but we will talk about the house show. So stay tuned to the channel because we will put some video about the house show that we have seen in Portugal, which is an amazing show. So you will see everything, even the videos that we recorded on the house show. So stay tuned on the channel because it really are good and you people will like it a lot. So this week we will try to give you this episode about the house show in Portugal. But now we will talk about the Raw, uh, which is great because the Raw, I think it's a great show tonight. I like a lot. We have Obafemi open the Raw tonight, and I like a lot because we have the first semi-final, which we have the match next week with Obafemi and Dominic Mysterio, which I don't expect at all, but I like a lot. So, what do you think about this starting of the round tonight? And do you see this as a great match, or do you think this match will have nothing new and we will have Oba beat Dominic in seconds?
I think I think this match will be nothing new, and I think this match will be a fast match, like a squash match, just a minute something. Because I don't see Oba losing to Dominic Mysterio because I mean it's not that possible. Because I see him squashing Dominic, or I see Brock coming back to F5 to do more 7 F5s on Oba, laying him on the ground and giving him more dangerously beating on the ground, and so he cannot get up. And then Dominic takes the advantage, front splashing, and 1, 2, 3, and that's how probably Dominic will win.
So, because for me it doesn't make any sense to have Dominic here on the semi-final. Not because he's not good, because I like a lot Dominic and I want the best for this guy. I want this guy to be the next world champion or WWE champion because I think he has a potential. He's good. So I think he's the future of this company. But right now, I don't see in this way, so it's hard for me to see this match. But I want to believe that this match will give something different, and because we have SummerSlam um, after the Night of Champions, if I think this match will be maybe the one that Brock Lesnar will appear and help Dominic win the match somehow. If it is not in this Raw, maybe we will have Brock interfering in the match of Alba in Night of Champions, maybe, which is the final. But I would like to have a surprise here on this match because since we have Dominic on the semifinal, at least I think we need to do something with Dominic and not end the match too early or give a squash match because we already know that Alba is strong. We already know that Alba have potential to beat Dominic Mysterio in the fastest way possible, but I don't want to see a match in like that because if it's the way that W wants to go, I I choose Braun Breaker over Dominic when we have the Fatal Four Way because now we have two beasts collide and maybe Oba wins, but we have Braun Breaker getting some matching fight with Oba. So I don't want to see Dominic Mysterio get squashed by Oba. I want to see
Yeah,
Dominic
and I
Mysterio
agree,
get over.
and I agree, and I agree because Dominic is such a good wrestler and is a great wrestler as a heel. I
And
love his heel image and the way that he communicates reminds me of the Eddie Guerrero when he was a heel, and the way that he cheats and stuff reminds me of Eddie Guerrero back in the days.
I agree. And if Dominic somehow, some way, at least gives some match to Obafemi, gives more to Dominic, and gives, okay, this guy has some potential. This guy as a heel character, it's dangerous because he's smart enough to fight against Oba. Oba is the strong guy, but Dominic Mysterio is the smartest guy, so we can go with and like I don't know how to say it, but he goes to cheating on the match somehow, some way to try to beat Oba and to try the match continue and not finish the match too fast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
So
and probably Judgment Day it will come also for the aid of Dominic. I think Judgment Day will come to distract Obafemi to lead to Dominic to win. Because me for a fact, I want either Oba to win or Dominic to win in this match because I like Dominic very much. Because he reminds me of Eddie. So right now that is my Eddie right now.
I don't know why, but I like Dominic since he debuted on WWE. Even people doesn't like in the beginning because he doesn't have the wrestling skills that he has right now. But because I like a lot Rey Mysterio, I have this curious thing about Dominic since then. So right now I'm a big fan because he's so much better than he was before. So it's for me one of my favorite characters right now in WWE. So I hope that WWE can make something with this guy and not give us a squash match because if it is the way that they want maybe we need to go with Braun Breaker and not Dominic. But let's see what will happen because I want to be unpredictable like it was tonight because I don't expect on the main event what happened, but we will talk later on this podcast. Now I want to address something that we don't address last week, but it's important to address. Jacob Fatu finally acknowledged Roman Reigns. What do you think about this segment that we have last week?
I think JJ to acknowledging and Roman Reigns and becoming the new solo on this bloodline. I think we'll have some issues with the family to Jacob and Jay, and there are a little bit misunderstanding between them. Uh, because those two reminded me of Sami Zayn and Jay in the beginning when Sami Zayn joined the Bloodline. Uh, because now JJ only follows the Roman orders, and I think that's awesome. That makes the Bloodline more dangerous, more like and furious and stuff. It makes them basically like the old Bloodline.
And I think it makes a lot of sense because since it's Roman that beat Jacob, it doesn't make any sense to have Jay and Jimmy Uso give some orders to Jacob Fatu. So, as a guy that you can control it, he only respects the guy that he beat, that he lost to. So in this case, it's Roman. So I think it makes sense. I think it fits perfectly. on Jacob Fatu characters, so I hope they continue with this thing because they are making some progression with this story, and I think it it will be interesting to see a Jacob as a second leader competing with Jey Uso somehow. So I would like to continue see things like this. I don't know the way, the end of this thing. Maybe we have The Rock versus Roman in next WrestleMania, and maybe The Rock are behind the MFTs with Solo, and Roman are building a new bloodline thing. I don't know what the way that WWE wants to go with this because we are having a different story, but with the same thing, I think, with the other characters, obviously, which is for me is more must. I'm more interested to this because I like a lot Jacob Fatu, so I want to know more about every single member of the bloodline, and we don't know if this bloodline are face or heel. I don't understand what's the way that they are trying to go. What do you think? Maybe it's a heel faction, it's a face faction, because I'm confusing about this thing. What do you think? Do you think it's a bloodline as a heel, or do you think this is a bloodline right now with face characters?
Uh, as we've shown by now from watching Raw, I think that this will probably say this is a bloodline heel. I think this is a bloodline heel.
But do you think that at some point they will help Roman retain the title because Roman can do by themselves by himself?
Yes, I think at some point they will help Roman retain the title when it comes to dangerous opponents, just like Obafemi and uh, and probably the MFTs and Solo.
And what do you think it's the end goal of this new bloodline? What's the point here?
I think they want to recreate the the bloodline story from zero because that's where me and the other fans used to love it from Roman. I think that's where WWE wants to go with that to recreate the love from fans of the bloodline, the Paul Heyman and stuff. And I think they're gonna add a new manager too on there.
Okay, let's see. I'm curious on this bloodline right now, so I want to see more about this thing. Let's see what will happen here. So yeah. Now we have Liv Morgan. I'm surprised about this, and for me, it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I have to be honest on this thing because I think this doesn't give any value to the world champion, to the women's world champion, and I think it's bad. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I understand that Liv Morgan wants the WWE champion, but I don't see anything here, any value here on she goes to after Rhea Ripley to win the WWE champion. So I think this doesn't make any sense. I prefer that we have some other girl and the winner of the Queen of the Ring choose between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. This gives more value to the both titles. So I think this thing it doesn't make any sense. I'm angry about this thing, but it is what it is. Maybe they are trying to do something with
Hey, I'm
the
not mad.
judgment.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm not
because
mad
you
because
you like Liv Morgan, I think.
hey, if she wants both titles, hey, give her both titles. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm
But
happy for my
but
Liv Morgan.
this doesn't give any value to the world champion. Let's be honest.
It gives because she fights every day. She has more opportunities. She defends it.
But
So
instead of defending this his title, she is competing to other title. You understand? Do you
yes,
think
hey,
this doesn't retire?
there was
Doesn't
all I have to say that it's gonna be all over again. Remember Becky two belts? It's gonna be Liv two belts.
Okay, let's see. I think this way maybe they want to have some issue with the Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan because we have some mystery on the back scenes. Maybe it's the way that WWE wants to go because I don't see any reason to live beyond this tournament. I like Liv, but I don't think that this makes any value to the world champion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm liking the storyline of the King of the on the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring because they're making that such a good matches.
Yeah,
They're
with this I
making such
agree.
five-star matches, the Fatal Four Way and stuff. Even the with the Dominator and the Braun Breaker and the other dudes that were in a Fatal Four Way, and they put an awesome Fatal Four Way match with the Carmelo Ace and stuff.
And that's the thing because in this tournament we don't have uh we have different matches like
There
fatal four
was
ways.
one guy. There was one guy who would be missing on that Fatal Four Way. It would be Alge Dragunov.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why,
And
but
Alge
maybe he's
Dragunov,
injured.
it would be perfect for that Fatal Four Way
Yeah,
with
I
Oba
agree.
and Solo because he would Oba Light would pick him up or to keep beat him up. He would like to get up like ah or something like you know Alge. He's like that when he gets beaten up, he gets back up, right back up. So
Yeah,
it would be a perfect match against Oba.
I would like to see Ilja. I prefer to say Dragunov. I would like to see Dragunov on this tournament. I don't know why he isn't.
Because because he said to who he was talking to the other day? It was Carmelo Hayes, right?
I think. I yes, I think so.
I think he said to him, I'm looking for greater things."
Yeah,
Which it was the WWE champion from Cody Rhodes.
I don't know why he isn't on this tournament, but maybe it's because he's injury, maybe. But yeah, we have a great matches, and I think what's different here it begins on fatal four ways with a lot of superstars, great superstars, so
And
it becomes
he was
unpredictable.
he was one of my favorites on SmackDown. Alcid
Yeah,
Radonov. I
I like a
mean,
lot this guy on NXT. That's the when I most watch this man, the matches of this man. So I like a lot Dragunov. When he arrived to SmackDown, I like at some point, but I don't know why WWE, since he is injured.
the most stupid thing that WWE did was ever to remove the title from Ilya Dragunov.
I agree.
For, because defended that
I think
title with honor,
I
with
don't know
respect,
if
with loyalty.
it's because he's injured. Maybe it's because yeah, of his injury. But if he doesn't, if it's not because of that, I think it doesn't make any sense because Dragunov is the perfect character to have United States champion and having this open challenge every single week because it's the man that always wants a fight, always wants to come back with with something. So it makes a lot of sense to have Dragunov having open challenge on the United States, but I think the main reason is because maybe he got injury and Carmelo needs to beat him, and Carmelo beat Dragunov, and since then we don't listen nothing about Dragunov. The only thing that we listen is what you said, that he wants to go to bigger things, but since then we don't see anything. Maybe he's still injured, but let's see if in the future we will see this guy on TV because I like a lot this guy like you, and I think it makes a lot of sense even on this
Because
tournament.
I would love him to see on Portugal, and that was one of the few superstars that I would like to see the Alger Dragunov.
Yeah, maybe in the future, maybe we have this guy on TV. Let's see if it's the way that W want to go. Now we have Sol Ruca with Lyra for his first defense, and I think the match looks great. The girl looks great with the title. People are loving Sol Ruca on the Paris, and I think this crowd it was amazing, man. The crowd of the tonight's Raw, man, they are amazing. I wish that we have these crowds on United States every single show because the crowd really makes the show, really makes the thing that you are watching more interesting, you know. I don't know if you agree with me, but it's
Yeah,
more easy
I agree.
to see when we have a good crowds chanting for these people. So
Yeah, because WWE fans, most of that doesn't like boring crowds with shows with boring ass crowds, and not shining it all and staying quiet. Because I've seen pay-per-views that the crowd was so boring that they only chanted the superstar's entrance and not chanted the match. It was just sitting there, lot watching like this.
even the if the match was good, it almost feels that oh maybe the match is not that great because the crowd don't react a lot. But when we have a bad matches, but we have a lot of reaction with the crowd, it looks like the match it's whoa what a match, right? You don't agree with me? The crowd
Yeah,
have the potential to you like or not like the match. Even the match, if even if the match was bad, if the crowd was reacting, you think, oh, the match was good. But if it's the opposite thing, the match are good, but the crowd are not reacting. Maybe you will see the match. Maybe if you are tired, you will see the match. Oh, the match doesn't feel so great. Do you agree with me with this?
I agree with you this one because the crowds the reactions of the crowds are the ones to make us more like holy shit or this is awesome or something like that. It keeps the show more entertaining and entertainable to watch and makes us more shocking
Yeah.
and with that type of experience.
So the crowd are liking a lot Sol Ruca. I like the first defense of this girl and to be against Lyra Valkyria, which is the first Intercontinental champion, I think was great because it makes Sol Ruca looks great. I think Sol Ruca right now has beat the Becky Lynch, has beat the first Intercontinental champion, and now we this girl have with some moment are with some momentum on Raw. So I would like to see the future for this girl. I don't know what's the next opponent for this girl. Maybe it's Bailey because since we have Lyra, maybe we'll go after a tag team partner of Lyra. And I would like to see because I think Bailey will make something with Sol Rucan and will make Sol Ruca looks great as the future of this company. What do you think here about this thing? Do you
What?
agree that Soruka and Lyra make a great match, and this match gives something to Soruka's uh, because we have Lyra that is the first Intercontinental Champion trying to have his belt or trying to have his title back again, but Soruka beats Lyra. And I think the match looks great himself, and I think this gives a lot to Soruka. Do you agree with this?
Yes, I agree with that because Soul Rucha has to have a better reign because she is just a talented wrestler with a great potential and to be a phenomenal wrestler because she has a good wrestling skills and great teams on it and with a potential so big that she could become the next leader.
And what do you see as the next opponent for this girl?
I would like to see I would like to see Soul Ruta versus probably Probably Asuka in the future if she Asuka ever return.
But if Asuka doesn't return anytime soon, what's the next girl that you want for Sol Ruca?
I would love to see Zarya versus Sol Ruca in the main roster for the
But
IST title.
don't you think that it's too early to Zarya debut on main roster? Because she
Yeah,
is going after the North America
or
champion.
maybe Sol Ruca versus Nia Jax.
I see here Bailey because since we have Lyra as the tag team partner of Bailey, I think it makes sense to have Bailey right now trying to win the Intercontinental Champion. And it's a title that Bailey never won, and Bailey as a legend can make something with Sol Ruca and can make Sol Ruca go with more momentum in the future. Look as the next big thing. Do you agree with me? Don't you see Bailey as the next opponent for this girl and maybe on SummerSlam?
Yes, I agree.
Because I think Bailey can do something with this girl, and with Bailey, this girl will have more momentum, and she needs right now this thing. So yeah. Now we have LA Knight and Jey Uso with this segment on this round. What do you think about the segment? What
I think with this segment, I think it feels like more repetitive. It sounded like the same old story. The same old story. It sounded like it reminded me the storyline with Roman and Cody when Cody was talking about the family, and then Seth Rollins came along to help Cody, and the family started to beat him up. Jey Uso, Roman, The Rock, and even reminds me with the CM Punk thing when CM Punk started talking trash about the family at WrestleMania. Even the fathers of Roman.
Yeah, I agree on one point that you are saying that it feels repetitive, but maybe I understand because they are trying to make something with the next match that we have for the King of the Ring with the next Fatal 4-Way. So they are trying to make some history about this thing, but I think this doesn't make any sense for one reason because we have two another superstars on this Fatal 4-Way, and we are looking for in on this Fatal 4-Way as the Jey Uso or LA Knight victory. So the other two guys that are on this match are looking like, oh, maybe is on the match because they want to put someone on the match. They need to put someone on the match, so they put these two on the match. But the real winner about this match will be or LA Knight or Jey Uso. I don't agree with this segment because of that. I think we need the other two going on the ring, talking some things about the match that I'm going to win, something like this, so that this match looks more unpredictable and not like, oh, Jey Uso will win or LA Knight will win. Don't you see like that? Because
Yes, and with this and with this segment, it feels so much predictable that Zeus is gonna win this match, just due to a help of Jimmy
with
or Jacob by the orders of Roman,
with that,
telling them
it's hard
to.
if they want to make Bloodline right now heel as a heel faction, maybe it's the way they want to go. But I see LA Knight to get the win. I don't know the way that this tournament will goes because they are trying to make this unpredictable, and right now I'm confusing on this tournament. But I think LA Knight is the guy they want to choose as the next opponent of Roman Reigns. So I don't think they will make some heel bloodline right now. Maybe on the future. Right now, I don't see it. So I think LA Knight gets the win here on the semifinal. I don't know, but I think LA Knight beats Javon Evans. Maybe, probably, because it's the guy that they want to go after Roman. maybe because they are creating this storyline with the LA Knight, with the Romans family. So I think it's becoming too predictable because of this thing. I don't see Jey Uso get the win because I don't see Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes on SummerSlam. I don't think it makes sense. I see
It will be a
more.
good match, though. Will be a 5 stars banner match
Yes,
with the
but
Cody Rhodes
but I
and Jey
think
Uso.
we have one
It
guy.
will be like a dream match.
Yeah, but we already have this match, and I think we have one guy that are taking time off, but will return at SummerSlam to go after Cody's title. And I don't know if it's Randy or if it's CM Punk, but I think it's CM Punk, and we have CM Punk versus Cody at SummerSlam. So that's the way that I see on the WWE champion, and the thing here I think it's more for the world champion, and I think LA Knight maybe will win the tournament, but let's see. Uh, so yeah, next, we have a banger match. We have a dream match, and I want to see this match on SummerSlam. I don't know why we have this match on Raw, but the match, it's great, looks great. I love this match because I love these two characters, Penta and Rey Mysterio. Man, what a
And I
match!
have and I have to say, those two put a banger match, 5 stars match. Man,
I
what a
agree.
dream match between Ray and Penta. Those two greatest luchadors put an amazing match to watch. I felt like back when I was at the TV watching the old wrestling days with that type of a match. Man, if WWE could pull great matches like that, even put the Rey Mysterio and Penta for the title, I wish they would do a rematch at the end with those two,
Man,
because it was a 5 stars match.
I wish that these two have some rivalry because these two are great. And I think Rey Mysterio doesn't get older. Man, Rey Mysterio are looking like he's in the beginning of his age, you know? Like when he starts
Yeah,
on WWE, Rey Mysterio looks very great. The man doesn't get older, man. What the fuck? I love Rey Mysterio so much. And right now, he's wearing the hood attire that he used to wear when uh, when he started on WWE. So because of that, it makes me more nostalgic. I think it's the word.
yeah, which gets more interesting and more enjoyable to watch because it brings us back old memories
Yes,
from childhood.
yes,
Because I grew up watching wrestling. I grew up. My childhood was not the normal childhood from the kids that used to watch Pokemon, Digimon. My childhood was wrestling. I grew up watching wrestling.
yeah. I'm with you.
Yes, I watched. Yes, I watched some rarely Pokemons, some Digimons as growing up. But the thing that I most watched was wrestling. Every single day. I remember my father. It was like something to distract me from my head. When I was taking a breakfast or something, I remember uh, my father preparing me breakfast and then put me there in an episode of SmackDown transmitting on the air on the television, like with that music. Do you know your enemy? Do you know your enemy? Do you know your enemy? Oh, eh, oh, eh. You remember that song
Yeah, yeah.
from that SmackDown?
I remember
Uh, or even that song on SmackDown.
that song gone wrong.
And I won't be
Whoa, never give
denied.
up. Do you
Uh,
remember that song?
yeah, that one too. Yeah, and I remember that the one song that I really catch up. It was my time. It was my childhood. Because I'm almost 30 years old, and it was
But
my
you
time
start
that I
watching
that,
wrestling
that I,
before me. So you see Eddie Guerrero.
yeah,
I didn't have this opportunity to see Eddie
yeah,
Guerrero, but you You have this opportunity to see this guy.
Yeah, and I
Um,
in my time I catched up with the theme song of SmackDown that was like, and I won't be denied. All
yeah.
I got is in my
And it's
pride.
funny because in SmackDown vs. Raw 2020, 2007, we have that songs play out on the background. So, man, when I see this Rey Mysterio, that reminds me a lot of this gold era of the WWE. So, even
Yeah,
with the shows, man,
true.
do you remember SmackDown having them the fist on the show on the
And yeah, I remember. And for me, when I go to Netflix after watch some Raw and SmackDowns, I go there to the WWE Vault to watch some old episodes for the nostalgia. I
yeah.
watch some old Smack, SmackDown episodes
Yeah, and
because
it used to be great on because we are child, we don't know about other people opinion. People doesn't
yeah,
know what wrestling really is. People are maybe this is real, maybe it doesn't real.
and you want to know what is this? You want to know what is so stupid from WWE that they only put only a few episodes of those time. It just should have put a lot
Yeah, I agree.
more seasons of the old SmackDowns in the WWE Vault.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
like they should have put like to every single season, like uh Raw first, Raw second, Raw third, Raw four, Raw
Yeah,
five. You get it. What I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
like a show, you know.
yeah. I would like to see it. So WWE, you know it. Make some more shows on Netflix because we want to see it. I want to see Eddie Guerrero more, so I want to see this thing. So make the things on Netflix, please. But yeah, I think Penta versus Rey Mysterio was a great match. I don't know the future for these guys, but I wish that they will have rivalry on the future. So I would like to see on SummerSlam, but I think maybe we'll have some fatal four-way or triple threat with Rusev and Ethan Page. If they want to go with Rey Mysterio, we have a fatal four-way on SummerSlam, but I wish that Penta and Rey Mysterio maybe next WrestleMania have some rivalry because they have a lot of potential to create a great history. Maybe make Penta heel character versus face character of Rey Mysterio. Man, it looks great. These two prove tonight that can have a great match. This dream match is more than a dream match, is a great dream match. It's a 5 stars match. So this match, if this match happens in next WrestleMania, it will be a great match. People want to see it, and I want to see as Penta as a heel. As much I love Penta, to have more momentum on this match with storyline telling, I think we need to have Penta on heel character. What do you think? Do you see some
Think if
potential?
Penta, I think if Penta loses the title and it betrays Ray, I think it will be quite an interesting storyline. And I see, and I'm curious to see Penta as a heel of what he would do or
Yeah.
what he would have done as a heel gimmick. I think it would be a lot of shocking, interesting way to see Penta as a heel.
Yeah, I agree. And this too doesn't need any title on the match. So if they want to go with Penta and Rey Mysterio without the title, I'm on it. I want to see it. So let's see if the way it's the way that WWE goes next year. Uh, we have Shed Gable play out on this lucha thing, saying sorry to every luchador on the WWE and saving Rey Mysterio and Penta with after they get the beating of Ethan Page and Rusev. What do you think about this Chad Gable, and what do you see as to be next for Chad Gable?
Feeling like with Chad Gable here with this kind of situation. I think I found it funny and not very funny. I think I found it funny, but and I think the way that we are building is exactly the same way that we are building with Finn Balor, putting more Chad Gable over, turning him face, and building more the character, the gimmick of Chad Gable, putting like the OG Chad Gable back with a good with becoming a good wrestler and to put over. I think they want them to turn in him like in the next third angle.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And what I see next for Shed Gable, since we have this momentum with Shed Gable, I see Shed Gable beat Penta and get this thing about Lucha, get over about this luchadores because he can't beat Penta, he can't beat some luchador. So I think the history of Chad Gable is beating finally Penta and win the Intercontinental Champion because for the next big guy or next big thing, with like you say, with the second coming Kurt Angle on the main roster, I see him as a great Intercontinental Champion for now. I want to see. I think the guy have momentum to be the next Intercontinental Champion. So please, WWE, make this happen. We need to have Shade Gable versus Penta, and Shade Gable get the win over Penta, get his revenge, or get his not revenge, but the finally overcome the lucha style. So the history of Shade Gable,
Please WWE and please WWE give the Chad Gable the angle slam as a finisher. Remove
or
the.
the
I get
other
it.
one that
I get.
the other finisher that Kurt Angle have. Do you remember? The one that he makes on the back, I think. I don't know the name, but do you remember? I think it's Angle Slam. It's Angle Slam, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Angle slam.
Because we have the
Give him the.
submission and we have the other. What's the other
Give
finisher
him
of
the
Kurt Angle?
uh the angle lock.
The Angle Lock, and I think it will fit great the Angle Slam too, which is the one that is not the submission, the other one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
He should have. He should have. Yeah, he should have the angle lock as a signature. The finisher. It would have been the angle slam.
Okay,
It would be
yeah.
dangerous, dominate if you build Chad Gable the way a good way that the way try to build to be the next third angle of this new generation.
And the guy right now we are with momentum and looks great. Man, the guy when he are trying to save Rey Mysterio and Penta, man, the guy looks a monster, man. He drops Rusev, he drops Ethan Page like was nothing, honestly. So I think it's time to have some to give some opportunity to Chad Gable. Now he have some momentum, make Chad Gable as the next Intercontinental Champion, and in the future, or we have Sami Zayn with Gunther, or we have Sami Zayn. Um, I think we have Sami Zayn versus Gunther maybe on next WrestleMania, but we need to have Chad Gable win some world champion or WWE champion. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I,
and people and yeah, and the fans, the WWE universe are enjoying Chad Gable right now as a face. They really are because the way that Chad Gable started running to save Penta and Rey, they they go wild, they go crazy,
yeah, and I think
because
it's
everybody
because
got up for Chad Gable.
the match that he have with El Grande Americano, I think the match it's one of the greatest matches of this year of WWE. So because of that, the guy are with momentum because people are now seeing different on this guy. So make it right. Doesn't no, I think I don't have any reason to don't have Chad Gable as an Intercontinental Champion. So make it the things right. Make these guys a new Intercontinental Champion and give a title run that this guy really deserves. So let's see. Now we
Yes.
have predictions. I think we need to make some predictions in the good way. So with Dominic and Oba as
Yeah.
a semi-final for next week, who you choose to win the match?
Who?
Yeah, Penta, not Penta. Oba versus Dominic. Sorry,
I think with this one, I think I'll choose.
you
I'll
get.
choose. I I'll choose Dominic Mysterio because I feel like something's gonna happen between in mid of the match. I
So
have this feeling that something's gonna happen between in the middle of the match.
I would like to go against you because now we have different things, but I can't because I think if we have Dominic, maybe Dominic have something here to play out on this tournament. So even if it's the easy way to choose Oba because maybe it's the Oba that gets the win and next on Night of Champions we get Brock Lesnar cost Oba match and we have LA Knight get the win on the final, but even if I lose with you, I prefer to lose this thing, so I will choose Dominic too because it's the guy that I want to like right now and the guy that I want to WWE give something to this guy, some momentum to this guy. So because of that, I'm going with you and I choose two Dominic Mysterio. So yeah, let's see. We have Io Sky and Raquel
Now,
Rodriguez. Who do you think gets the win?
I think Io Sky is gonna beat
Oh, come on.
Raquel
I will choose the Io Sky too.
Rodriguez
Yeah.
because I don't think is gonna win because it wouldn't make sense if Liv Morgan is as the title. It wouldn't make sense to have Raquel win this match because uh because those two was gonna fight in the end and probably wouldn't make any sense this match and
So,
so I feel like Io Sky is gonna win.
okay. Here I'm confusing because the Liv Morgan thing here on this tournament. Because maybe WWE wants to go with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez on the final and have these girls compete against each other. But I I don't think I want to choose Raquel Rodriguez here because even with that, I think Yoskai gets the win, and I think W wants to go with Rhea Ripley and Yoskai on SummerSlam because Rhea Ripley never beats Yoskai before, and it's an interesting match for SummerSlam. So I think it's Yoskai that W will choose to get the win and go to the final. And I think maybe in the final, I don't know the opponent. I need to know, but right now I see Yoskai as the winner. So I'm with you here too because I don't see other thing else. Now we have Seth Rollins lost the match tonight. I'm surprised with that because I think Seth Rollins gets the win tonight. I think that Seth Rollins is the next guy for Roman Reigns, but I guess it's not because we have Javon Evans get the win tonight. I didn't expect this at all. I'm surprised about this thing. It's good for the young OG have the win, and I like the young OG, so okay, it's unpredictable. WWE needs to take risks on these things, and they take the risk. So I think the guy are ready. So I'm okay with that. But I like a lot Seth Rollins. So for me, it's hard to see Rollins lost the match, even with the interference of Braun Breaker. But I think Braun
Yes.
Breaker and Seth Rollins are here to have some
Feel I feel like
rivalry.
this rivalry will continue until SummerSlam. I
Yeah.
think it will continue until SummerSlam. And we'll probably have a rematch at Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. on SummerSlam.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this rivalry will go at SummerSlam, and I think it's the last thing on this rivalry between Rollins and Braun Breaker. I don't know who gets the win because it's hard for me to see Rollins lose again, even if he beats Braun Breaker on Raw.
I think Braun Breaker will win Seth Rollins this time due to the return of Bronson Reed.
Yeah, maybe. But do you think that Rollins gives up and goes after another guy? Because I think as a Rollins character, he doesn't give up. So maybe this rivalry will go after or will go at Survivor Series, maybe.
Yes, probably Survivor Series.
Because if we have Bronson Reed make his return and get Seth Rollins lose the match, maybe Rollins wants his revenge against these guys again. So maybe we have some feud in Survivor Series, and Rollins will get the win on Survivor Series, so he can go with after Roman. I think, but it's hard because now we have Oba that wants the title, so I don't know what will happen here. It's hard for me to see it, but I like to see because I'm enjoying this rivalry between Rollins and Braun Breaker, so I don't have any problem if this goes after if this rivalry goes until Survivor Series. So what do you think?
I think this rivalry will go until Survivor Series because I've been enjoying this rivalry. So I feel like I always enjoyed the vision even with Seth Rollins, and now I'm enjoying more this rivalry. I don't enjoy one thing that is Logan Paul being my vision. That's the thing I don't like. They should have put a more dangerous wrestler.
I understand the because you are not the only one. There's some people that doesn't like Logan Paul, doesn't believe in Logan Paul. Even if this guy are full WWE right now, I see different things here because I see Logan Paul with some potential to be WWE superstar. So right now I'm accepting more Logan Paul. So I'm not the guy that wants Logan Paul get fired because I think Logan Paul are doing some great job, and I think fit they fits well on this vision thing with Austin Theory too. So I see the opposite thing. So I'm enjoying the vision like it was with Logan, with Austin Theory, and with Bronson Reed, and with Braun Breaker. So I have no problem with this. So yeah.
But yeah, and I think this rivalry with the Vision will lead until Survivor Series.
And do you think that this rivalry it's the main event of Survivor Series on the War
No,
Games?
no, I think the main event of Survivor Series will probably be Roman Reigns defending the title, probably against the Alba family or something.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think this match will get over with the Roman and the Oba over the War Games on Survivor Series?
Yes,
Okay. But what do you see as the next War Games? Where the factions collide? What do the next factions collide on Survivor Series? Do you
I
see
see the next.
something with
I
Vision
see.
and
I
Seth
see.
Rollins?
I see the Team Vision versus Team Rollins.
Okay. With Montez Ford, Dawkins,
And,
Joe Hendry,
yeah,
maybe? Yeah.
yeah, and some other dudes
Yeah,
in the
because
ring.
we have the new bloodline, and I don't know if we have the bloodline thing, new bloodline versus MFTs on Survivor Series War Games, and we have something about Zilla Fatu joining on the solo side. Do you understand? Maybe we have
Yeah,
some return about Zilla, and maybe he will join on the solo side, solo Sikoa, and we have some new members on MFT, or maybe we have Royce Keys on the MFTs, and we have the new bloodline, the Romans bloodline with the Solo Sikoa MFTs on War Games. So I think these two matches have potential to be on the War Games. What do you think? What do you see more? Because I'm curious about your opinion. Do you see more? We have the debut of Zilla Fatu and joining on Solo Sikoa side, and we have Solo Sikoa and his group with MFTs against the new bloodline in Survivor Series War Games, and we don't have Roman and Oba for the world champion. Or do you see more the vision, like you are saying, with the Seth Rollins group? What do you see on War Games? Because I'm
I
confused on
I
these two
see more.
things.
I see more division versus Team Rollins on this War Games because I don't see WWE repeating with the same team
Okay.
over the past years.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you. I think we have Roman versus The Rock, maybe if The Rock wants to show up on next WrestleMania, but I don't think this gets on Survivor Series because, like you said, it's repetitive, and I don't think that WWE wants to make the same thing. So I agree with you. But yeah, it's the round today, and I enjoy a lot this show. What do you think about the show? For me, I give maybe an 8 to this show tonight. Not the no, I give a
I
10. I give a 10. I enjoy a lot this show tonight. We have
give it.
two,
I give it 10 as well. Really like the Raw today.
and the superstar that I like the most on this show. It's hard to me to choose someone, but I will choose Shade Gable. Even if
The
we
superstar, the
say,
superstar that I like the most of this Raw, I have to say, it was Rey Mysterio.
okay, um, and the superstar that have more momentum after tonight's show. What do you think?
For me, it was Penta.
Okay, here I will choose Javon Evans because he gets the win on the Fatal 4 win. So I think it's the guy. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys. Stay tuned to this channel this week because we are releasing the house show in Portugal, the videos, our opinion, what we are thinking about this house show. So we will see you on this week. So stay tuned to this channel because we will record this soon as possible. So yeah, do you want to say something to the people before we leaving?
Subscribe to the channel, share with everyone, give a like, uh, help us comment on every single video to help us grow to with more feedback, and yeah, that's everything.
And yeah, I see you on the next video, Gravity, and people, I see you too on the next video. Stay tuned. Next video, I'll show in Portugal, so or next NXT, one or not or one. I don't know the video, but you know. Stay tuned. So, see you guys.